June the 17th, 2015, famous Exbosed channel update for YouTube. This video completes Hillary Clinton's hand exam using Handology exam manual and/or the soft cover publication as a tool of choice. Hello Hillary, are you ready for your second exam and learn all about your two weapons? It's amazing what a handologist can extract from several hand images.
Yes, I am handologist Gerald. I decided not to use my green contacts as part of my disguise that involves a new voice. They were hurting a bit. From what you said earlier, most of my hand images people sent you was around 2004. If it's the original exam, it will be interesting to see if any projections came to pass or altered based on the dramatic decisions I may have made that altered my life. Similar to what you did to avoid your own death, your hands kept on projecting. I hear you published before and after images of your hands in your electronic version of Handology behind me. Let's continue. You finished in my previous video that I have two types of weapons as a fighter. What are they, handologist Gerald?
Your first weapon is an aggressive nature, one who force the issue and those who act in self-defense or resist the pressure brought to bear upon themselves. Hill, you may have both aggressive and great resistance, according to whichever you feel you may need to use. Such people push forward with great persistence and resist vigorously all attempts opposed upon them. Hill, your hands and wrist images also interprets from the Handology database that you strive for success more than the average person, hence the reason for all of your success. In fact, if I didn't know of you and used Handology to interpret these epigenetic markers in your middle years, it would interpret a very successful person.
After being in the White House and experiencing failure and success, I can now see how the epigenetic markers in the 2004 hand images are trying to interpret. You told me the upper adductor pollicis, which is number 85-5 in the Handology database in the hand images, are developed bigger than normal, and they interpret an individual who will not force a conflict, will not hunt strife, but will resist opposition and overcome oppression. Under all circumstances, such people are cool, collected, calm, do not lose their heads, are equal to emergencies, and do not get discouraged if things go against them. It sounds very correct, handologist Gerald, especially when it interprets I do not give up fighting even when my chances seem slim. Of course, when I'm knocked down, as it also interprets. It's very correct in saying I always rise again, seemingly unaware of the possibility of defeat. This is really incredible, as it also says my epigenetic power often produces success despite all obstacles.
It's very clear, Hill. The hand images interpretations explains you push your plans to the fullest extent, not stopping to consider other people. You force yourself over and through all oppositions with hammer and tongs, if necessary. You seek and enjoy strife. This technology would be ideal for corporate human resources examinations for any reason if one wants to understand the person they are dealing with more accurately in a very short time. If one is going to incorporate any skills, that is, I would want a full Handology examination, wouldn't you say, Hill? Grooves on the flexor and abductor pollicis brevis palmar muscles in your palm under the thumb in your 2004 hand images indicates justice and deep passion and sexual sense, but it also indicates sex in the 2004 hand images are not as frequent and must involve love. I wonder if those grooves still exist or have changed for other reasons, as the hand under epigenetics alters the hand constantly every 3 to 6 months, depend on your environment. That's depending on your environment.
Well, handologist Gerald, When comes to sex in older years, we better leave that alone. It's too personal and should only be discussed between the professionals such as yourself in private. After being in the White House and experiencing failure and success, I can now see how the epigenetic markers in one's hands can be interpreted to benefit all who want to control their life and not have it run crazy. Thank you, handologist Gerald. Now I understand that handology should be executed in its full entirety to get the full picture and projection of one's life. Hillary fading away, handologist Gerald. Thank you, that was awesome.
The electronic version, eHandology Exam 3, is now available on Apple's iBook stores. Soon, exams 1, 2, and 4 will be published, allowing people or handologists to use their iPads in examining themselves or others professionally in 42 countries. The Handology Manual and limited edition of the softcover is available on handology.com as well. Published for people who are not computer savvy. Everyone that uses Handology taps into the same database, whether a publication, electronic book, or a website, including controlling an infinite number of variations, all updated by the medical community. Hence, Handology's ease of use and incredible accuracy. For example, a palmist, on the other hand, must read a ton of palmist books in their entirety and then read people's hands from memory. I'm sorry, the reality is, unless they have a photographic memory, I wouldn't trust their skills. I designed Handology so that the user performs a series of physical and visual tests, recording their corresponding numbers to be read once exam is completed or sent as a report. It's not required to go through the entire book, only what makes up a person's hands. Anyone that uses Handology generates a report as if a medical doctor performed a Surgeon General's hand and wrist assessment. That's it. 3 easy steps makes for a handologist without having to learn, remember, or interpret a single medical systemic disease, genetic, epigenetic, including hand and wrist injuries, etc. Don't forget to subscribe to Famous Exposed, and we hope you will enjoy Hillary's Handology examination.